Okay, so this is the guy we're doing the video about today. He was the leader of Austria during World War One. He's also found in the mod that gave me the idea for doing these videos about historical people and events. So, he originally wasn't supposed to be the emperor, but what happened is the main emperor died, right? Then Ferdinand, right? Yeah. He kind of, got killed by the Serbians, assassinated. And this guy was third in line, so then he became the new emperor. It says his real name was Karl, Franz Joseph, Ludwig, Hubert, George, Otto, Maria. Okay, it's a Catholic, it said, and his official title was Emperor of Austria, King of Hungary, Bohemia, Dalmatia, Croatia, Slavonia, Galicia. You know what? You can just read the screen. I'm not reading all of that. Etc., etc., etc. He's coronated on December 30th, 1916, and he reigned from not a very long time, November 21st of November 1916 to 11th of November 1918. Born in Parissenboig Castle, Austria. Died in Madeira, Portugal, age 34. He had health issues near the end. He married Princess Sita Bourbon, Parma, and these are his children right here, a bunch of whatever this is. Okay, so we're gonna get to this. So he wasn't supposed to be emperor or anything. So what happened, right? He was his father. He grew up more like military training or whatever, not any diplomacy or politics, and supposed to crap, my mind's going blank. Yeah, he did that. He followed his father around for a while. He then met the girl he's supposed to marry, years later. But what happened was, supposedly, she was getting married to some other guy, right? And he asked if it was true to his grandmother, and she replied no. And then he replied that he better go, propose to her, and before someone else does, and that's how he married her. It's lucky for her, she became, I guess, Empress of Austria. Okay. So originally when World War I started, right, what happened was he was sent, this was kind of like before he got coronated, right, he was sent down to Italy. Military failed, right, first they made progress, then it came to a grinding halt. Then he got sent to the Eastern Front, but then he, became emperor, authorized gas on the Allies, and all that good stuff. Like most of the Central Power monarchs, it was kind of dissolved in the aftermath of World War I. But, he held hopes that he could still become king or somewhere and something. So what he did was he didn't officially, his own words, abdicate, but he went off and it's like, I'm going to let them decide what they're going to do in the aftermath of this war, right, if they'd have their own monarch. So Austria's like, hell no. See where it got them. Hungary, it was sort of a maybe. So what happens, right, is Hungary's in the middle of its own little civil war going on. Communists, they're all just trying to figure out who's going to be leader. You got this Horthy guy, right? It's down here. There's a picture of him somewhere. Let me go find him. Hold up. I'll find it. Right? He's like, I want to be king and all that. People need me. He's like, no, and apparently, cries to him and stuff. And all that. And, well, he does gain some support of some military leaders, and they try to work their way, here's Horthy, they try to work their way over to the capital of Budapest, right? They gain support, say that Horthy needs them, or whatever, called for them, and wants to recognize the monarchy, which is a total lie, and that there's a rebellion breaking out in the capital, which also is another lie. So he goes around, he uses an armored train convoy, and he stops at different areas and little villages, all the garrisons there, and it's like, I need your help. And they all swear allegiance to their new king, and recognize him as king and all that. Well, they keep going. His forces get defeated. I don't think it's like a full everyone gets killed kind of defeat. It's sort of he just gets captured. And he's like, okay, I reckon. Oh crap, there's a bee. And he kind of recognizes, okay, I'm done here. I mean, still in the back of his mind, he's still probably thinking, I got this. I can still fix this. He actually can't. It's ruined. So he keeps going. He keeps doing this, right? After his defeat, he gets exiled. He can't ever come back to Austria or Hungary or anywhere of the empire. So he goes to Portugal. His health deteriorates pretty quickly. Dies at 34. I don't know what killed him. He then gets buried in Switzerland. But, that's more or less what I gotta say about him there. Trying to retake the throne or whatever. But then apparently, he got beatification by the Catholic Church. I don't know, for being such a great leader, being respectful to the peoples or whatever. Apparently some nun prayed for him and claimed that her illness was healed, varicose veins or something, and could walk again. That's more or less about him. Apparently they also opened up his casket, I don't know, in the 70s or whatever, and claimed his body was still pretty good looking. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about him. That was Charles the First of Austria. I mean, I think that's just the English variant of the name. Because you got there... Hold up, let me scroll back up. Karl, Franz, Joseph, Ludwig, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so whatever one you want to call him. He's in the game, that's why I chose to show him off today.